What's up, guys, and welcome back to Qtopia. Welcome back to Planet Coaster 2. We made a little mistake in the last episode. So we made this beautiful entrance area, kind of like a main street, I guess you could call it, with all of our restaurants and stuff. Everything's open, everything's popping, the guests are loving it, but we totally forgot to add restrooms. That guy was crossing his legs there, so I definitely think we need to add some bathrooms around here. Let's make sure we do that. Make sure our guests have the ability to relieve themselves. I feel a little bad about it, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know where I want to place them. I guess we can have some back here. That's a decent spot for it there. We could probably move that tree a little bit so it's not completely covering it up. To be honest, I kind of forgot to open up all of the different venues and stuff. Look at this, dude. We've got like music and stuff happening. We've got Cosmic Cow going off. I didn't realize we had so much sound and activity happening. This actually feels like a main street. And look at this. Everyone just needs to go to the bathroom. Okay, we're gonna place some more down, but dude, this looks insane. Move this guy over to this side, and then we can probably do another one right here. I'm thinking bathrooms just, you know, all around the food area with all the little restaurants and stuff. They're a bit unsightly, so I'd like to try to hide them if we can. One back there makes sense. Maybe if we move this guy, we could put one over here. Definitely gonna want one next to our guest services, so we could put this one. It's not really working there. Maybe across from it would make a bit more sense. We could put one right there. Beautiful. I think we took the one out here. I feel like having a couple as you're going out to the parking lot is really nice, so we're gonna make sure we have a couple there. That's the worst, dude. If you're leaving a long day at a theme park and you've really got to go, you got to walk back to the parking garage, and you've got a long drive home, and you don't have any way to make sure you're comfy. That would not be fun. Okay, so I feel like that looks pretty good. Maybe one more over next to Looney Balloons, and at least people have a place to go to the restroom. So today is going to be a really fun one. I've really been looking forward to this. So we are going to be starting to work in this area. I think, so obviously we have kind of our main entrance to the water park. We've got, I did change up Surf Tiki Bar a little bit. I made us a full wooden part here with some tables out back looking over the water. A lot of these things we didn't even have open. So as soon as summertime comes around, which is really close, I think this thing is going to be absolutely popping. And then look at this. You've just got like this oasis back here. You've got the natural rock and all the palms and everything. Like, oh, I would spend so much time here. But yeah, so we've got kind of our main hangout area. We've got the bar. If you come back this way, this is our latest addition to the water park that we did a couple episodes ago. And then I think you come through here, or you can kind of take a right by the bar. And I think this is where we're going to get into some aqua coasters. I definitely want more slides. I'm thinking maybe we'll do more water slides around the volcano back here, and then this can be aqua coasters, which eventually meets into the regular coasters. We need to be careful, dude. We're starting to run out of space, which is really concerning me. We just got to be smart. I mean, we fit a ton of stuff in this little area right here, so hopefully we're not going to run out of room too fast, but also if we're looking at aqua coasters, I think those are going to take up a lot of space, so we got to be careful there. So let's see. We've got 26,000 research points. I don't know what you would need an underground well and a water tower for. Let's get some water tracked rides going on. Some special tracked rides. That's kind of fun. Is there anything else? Obviously, flumes we already have all of. Are there any water coasters too? Wing coasters. Special coasters, chain lift, suspended, alternate lift, launched coasters. Is there another water? Dude, there are so many coasters. Look at all of these. I don't see any other water coasters, though. That's all going to be roller coasters. So we need to save up some more research points. Honestly, I mean, we're bringing in good money. We've got $1 million cash, and our park is worth a lot more than that. So I'm going to say let's just start getting to work on getting some research points. So I'm going to get a bunch of, I don't even know if we need this many, but I'm going to get a bunch of mechanic shops here, and then we're just going to go ham on hiring mechanics so they can start getting more research points for us as quick as possible. Don't let me forget to fire these guys, because this is probably going to be pretty expensive, but our rides are also going to be on point going forward. So I kind of want to let time play, but I also want to wait because I want to have this done. We're almost into summertime. It's 6 o'clock p.m. day 4, so we're going to be switching over to summertime here soon. I guess we can let it run in real time a little bit, but I like to have things done for when people hopefully start coming over to the water park, which might be an issue. We'll talk about that later. So we're going to get this terrain all set up here. I want to have everything on the same page. We're going to make everything perfectly flat. Otherwise, sometimes our paths and stuff don't work very well. We're going to see if we can add some different terrain where we can, but it just makes it easier if we have perfectly flat ground all throughout to start here. How far over is our thing? Okay, so we've got a lot of ground up here too. We could potentially get some coasters started up here. That might be fun. Tracked water rides. Let's see what we're working with. We've got a log flume. I just want to put these down and then we can take a look at them after. Ooh, we've got kind of a multi-person tube ride, and then we've got this over here. See what this one's about. Dude, this... So these, I'll be honest... Like the river rapids ride like this, like they can be fun, but they can be kind of boring sometimes. So I want to see how good it is. Dude, our park looks so freaking good. Look at that mountain in the background. Oh, this thing is rapid firing them too. It's just letting all these things go. Okay. All right, we're getting I mean, this is a quintessential water ride. I do feel like we need to have one of these. I wouldn't call it a crowd pleaser, but it's something that you need to have at least some of these. That's a pretty big, or is that might be where the tubes go back up. So that's what we've got going there. That's not bad. Let's see what we've got going on over here. This is going to be your log flume ride. So we can grab the second seat. How many seats do we have? 4 people, 5 people, 6 people in a flume? That's more than I think I've ever seen. Got a little belt system here. We're going up, gaining a little bit of height, so we're gonna be able to come down. What goes up must come down. Oh, are we gonna be going down that? How does this work? Looks like we've got a little baby drop over here. Just cruising along, dude. Oh my gosh. I just love this so much. I love how you can see all of our chaos off in the distance and stuff. Like this is ridiculous. Here we go. Our first drop. Get a bunch of water all over ourselves. Is that it? So we just came down there. Yeah, that's it. You go around. Oh, wow. There's like a lift platform. Wait a second. That is absolutely not it. Dude, I have never seen anything like this. We've got an elevator system for our log flume. Okay, we might have to put both of these things in here. This is crazy. It's going to lift us up on this platform. Bro, what? I'm not gonna lie, this seems unsafe. This seems pretty crazy. Is there anything like this in real life? This is insane. So you got a little kind of jut down there, and then this is the coup de grace. This is the big one. Oh my goodness. Okay, that one's sick. I like that one a lot. That's a lot better than the first one that we saw. And then finally, last but not least, we can test this guy over here, see what we've got going on. So these are going to be 4 rows of 2 people. You go up, you go up, you go up, around. Looks to be kind of a slower one. Oh, this is interesting. So you've got kind of a little drop here, and it puts you into a pool? Camera angles are kind of a little funky when you go over the things, but it puts us into a pool. It turns you and you go backwards? Oh, bro, what? Okay, I mean, honestly, that's kind of fun. It looks like you're going to go backwards, you're going to go down that, and then you're going to come around, you're going to go back up top, you're going to come back around, you've got a drop, you've got a huge tall thing, and then you've got a big drop at the end. Okay, both of those are honestly pretty good, and they're pretty different. Let's delete all these things. I also want to see if we go into coasters, we should have water coasters, right? Okay, so we've got the Tide Breaker. Dude, the fact that you can ride these is so much more fun. The Tide Breaker, the Big M's Rides and Splash, Splashdown. Oh my goodness. There's a water coaster, an Automax. Oh, okay. Dude, these are pretty insane. This one's considered a water coaster because you go through the water a little bit. That's it? I feel like that's kind of cheating. So you go up. I mean, we're just going to send the test dummies into the mountain. I don't think you'd be happy to see this here. Hopefully it's just going to let us go through. Okay, beautiful. Yep. I don't know if we're going to be using this one. So this is just I mean, this could be, we could put this in the more coaster section, but closer to the water part. It's a traditional roller coaster that you might get a little bit wet. I mean, this isn't bad. This is pretty smooth. Nice long loopy. Keeps quite a bit of speed up. And then this is the part that makes it water. So you're going to get a little bit of splash happening, but not really. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's a good coaster, but I wouldn't consider that a water coaster. Tidebreaker here is another log flume ride, but it looks like it's a little bit more, oh, it's a log flume that goes onto a chain? What? So you take the chain up and then you go around and then it turns into an actual coaster at the end, bro. What is going on? This is weird. So it's I think I saw wheels on that one back there. So it's like a traditional coaster mixed with a log flume. I don't think I've seen anything like that before. Let's speed this up. You got a bit of a drop here. You're kind of on rails, not a lot's happening. And here we go. This is the transition to actual coaster. I like how we're just sitting here just riding coasters, not designing anything yet. Hope you guys are okay with that. I want to pick the good ones. Okay, so this is, it's pretty slow. I mean, it's interesting. It's unique. Again, this is kind of maybe a transitional one we could use on the outskirts, but I wouldn't call that like a big time water coaster. This one has almost Viking looking boats. Looks like it's kind of the same thing. You go down, you go in the water, you come up, you have an actual coaster that kind of splits between flumes and the actual coaster part. This one over here, kind of the same thing. Oh, this one has a turning piece. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen coasters like this. Is this common? Ooh, I like the colors on this. This one actually looks pretty intense. Hold on, let's ride this bad boy. Immediately down into, I just like the colors, the coral colors here, the purple and everything, but immediately down into the water. Speed this up. You're gonna go around. This is kind of the slow build up. It's chill. It's really chill if this is 3x speed. I mean, you're getting your money's worth. If you're waiting in line for a ride, this one is getting it done for you. Ooh, that would be kind of cool to have some really, what do you want to call it? Oh, is this another elevator type thing? Oh my goodness, dude. But to have like a jungle, like a really tropical. Oh, you're all the way up here. Yeah, we're definitely doing this one. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to make a custom one eventually, too. I didn't realize you could do stuff like that. This one's cool. We're definitely going to be making this one. Got some decent speed. Seems super, super smooth. Lots of twists and turns and coming back onto itself. Kind of twisting itself up. Yeah, this is nice. Another big drop right here. Drop into the water to get some splash happening. Yeah, that's sick. Then back up out of it. I've never seen a coaster that combines water like this. I mean, like the Hulk at Universal and stuff like that. You know, you go kind of close to the water. Velocicoaster the same. But I haven't seen ones that actually have like an actual coaster track as well. All right. This one, I'm going to be honest, that looks pretty boring. I definitely want this one because it's tall and it has the elevator. So we're going to be doing the reef break for sure. I feel like this one wasn't bad. I don't know. We'll see. We got a little vibe of what's going on there, and we're going to start building, baby. I feel like this area up here would be sick for that tidal wave, the big one. So I'm just going to thin a lot of this out here. It's kind of sad because we spent a lot of money on all those trees. I didn't realize we had so much space to work with up here. So we're going to delete all of this stuff. Don't worry, we will add some back eventually. I just want to have an open concept here that we can work with. Beautiful. I actually think we might change directions here. I feel like it doesn't make sense to get people all the way up there. That's just too much. I think we turn this into something cool and then we have the coaster underneath it. It just would have been like having people have to climb that to get up there, and then it's not like we have a lot of other space to do anything with it. I think we turn this into a cool mountain. Maybe we get some cool theming. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see if I can find anything on the workshop. But if you're having people walk all the way up this thing, and they've got one ride up there, and then they've got to get back down, it's just that's a lot of walking and a lot of pain for nothing. Dude, I thought of what I want to do with this, and we're gonna use the chairlift. And we are going to make a ride, but it's going to be a custom ride. We'll probably do that later. But yeah, I mean, I need to flesh out the idea a little bit. But I think we do have a ride that comes down a really tall, steep volcano is kind of the thought that I'm getting here. So let's just get kind of a base. This is going to be a work in progress. We're going to worry about this later. We're really focused on adding some water coasters right now because summer is coming, so we got to make sure we're ready for that. But we can just kind of get a big rock face here, and we'll work on this thing in time. Maybe. We'll see. If it's even possible, I don't know how the chairlifts and stuff work. We'll find that out later. But yeah, okay. So we've got a big mountain thing there. Let's just go ahead and make this rough rock. Get rid of a lot of that grass. Make it look a little bit tougher. I also don't want to put the entire park in shadow too, so we need to be careful about how high we go. But yeah, I mean that's pretty cool, and it kind of adds to the vibe. You know, you've got this giant. I wish we could make like a Mount Rushmore or something, like carve into it. I don't think you can do that, but that's kind of cool. Again, we're keeping that like natural island. You know, we're somewhere really tropical, volcanic island that's grown up over time. This thing is millions of years old, and now we're gonna carve into it for our coaster. Start carving away here. Push this stuff back. Let's try to flatten all this out. Push, push, push. Looking good. Get rid of these rocks for now. I like them, but we definitely don't need them right now. Oh, shoot. We have a lot of things going on. Hold on. What's... Oh, these are all the things when we were placing them down just for fun. I forgot we had this just rolling. We need to fix our generators. This is why I kind of like to keep the game stopped when we're designing, because otherwise... Ooh, cleanliness. We're going to get an emergency call on that. Thank you very much. And these are all... unneeded. Yeah, this is nice though. So like we've got this one over here, which this one we never really fully customized. We're going to get back to that. We're going to keep adding over here, but it's like, you know, we've got these jagged mountains all throughout the park again, because it's not perfect. We built the park into this natural phenomenon of a you know, island that we have here. So let's get into our coaster. I mean, I feel like that's kind of cool right there. I don't want it to take up too much space though. Maybe we go a little bit more like this. Maybe back into the mountain. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Maybe something like that. That looks pretty good. You're kind of going out over the thing. You guys know I like it when the coasters hang out over the walkway, so that when you're walking by it, you know, you're walking through, you're like, whoa, that looks amazing. We need to go ride that. Let me just stop and get some Viva La Vegan first, and then we're going to go and get into our water coaster land. And then over here, we're going to have more slides and stuff, but this is just kind of a cool thing to show you what's to come over in this area over here. And I think we really lean into carving out the mountain here. Let's get some cool caves. This is a lot of rock to tunnel through. I can't really see much. There we go. All right. Just boring a tunnel into the side of a mountain. Not a big deal. This would cost so much freaking money. Does this go down? Oh, this is the elevator. You're going to be going up in darkness? No, I think you are, dude. I think that's the elevator. I guess you kind of come out of it, though. No, this is actually going to be pretty cool. Kind of like a Hollywood Tower of Terror type vibe. So you go in, and then you're going to take the elevator up, and you're going to be like this crazy view is going to reveal itself to you. You're going to see the sunlight in the park and everything. Dude, this is so freaking good. Oh, I'm so in love with this series. I'm so in love with this game. Thank you guys so much. This is unbelievable. And then I say we go back down through the mountain here. So let's actually bring this out a little bit. Like, it'd be fun to go through like a tunnel, and then you can get down into the cave system down there. So we're going to bring a lot of this out, kind of make it imperfect. We can roughen that up a little bit later. All right, that looks good. So then we can maybe make this a little bit smaller. Let's get super precise here, and we're just going to go through. We're going to tunnel through and have a little hole for you to go through. Okay, that didn't go how I wanted it to. I guess we can tunnel back up this way. Doesn't really like me seeing it. We're gonna get it, don't you worry. Here we go. I don't want to take as much off the actual cliff face. I want to keep getting it inside of there. We just need to get this to connect. It's a pretty far way down there. Let me get down here. There it is. All right, now we're making some progress. Dude, how big is this freaking coaster? Like the actual car that you're in? Because I feel like we aren't making this wide enough. Let's just hope that that's going all the way through. Yeah, it's good when your coaster designers just hope. There she is. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I mean, this is a great hole for a gopher. I don't know if we're going to be able to fit a cart through here. Let's go ahead and test it. Send the carts. Here we go. We're going to have to make the actual, like, walkway really cool, too. I mean, that's way too small, dude. But we did get the start. So now we can open up a little bit. Dude, this is actually pretty intimidating. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to get too crazy. Just a little bit smaller. Push that side. Boom. There you go. Okay, that might be a little bit better. I think we probably need a little more space around these two. This is a little bit scary going in there. All right, here we go. Let's speed this up. Try to get them over there. Okay, so it's bigger than we thought. It's all to scale. So we're going to have to get some lights, or could we get like a lionfish or something? Like this is a reef-inspired ride. So I'm thinking we have like a lionfish or something, like with like the glow, or not a lionfish, whatever the glowfish is. Kind of like a Pokemon or something. Dude, this is ridiculous. So you go up this, you look out to your left, and boom, there is Qtopia, baby. This thing kind of blocks our view, but you're going to go all the way up. Dude. And now you're about to go into the side of this mountain. Nobody's heads are getting cut off. All right, that looks pretty good. And then you kind of go through here. Obviously, we're going to have to fix all this. We don't want to, you know, impale ourselves on the mountain. But okay. Love that we're using nature here. I want to do more of these for sure. Let's keep pushing this back. Oh, love when that opens up like that. That's what I'm talking about. Push this back a little bit. There you go. We've got this area here. I love how much this thing twists and turns on itself. So we can have kind of a shelf coming through there. We obviously have to push this part out as well. I think we could probably go a little bit smaller, maybe a 4-meter hole, just to kind of switch things up, not always have the same size. There you go. I think that should be good enough. Dude, this would be such an insane coaster. Okay, I don't think, let's make this look a little bit better. I don't think there's any other parts that we're gonna have to fix. Rough rock this thing up. Beauty. Sand underneath it for sure. This is a reef after all. Oop, don't want it up on the walls. We really want sand through all of this here. I think it went back to grass when we flattened it out. So we'll just get a bunch of sand through here. Kind of a rocky beach style of vibe. And then we can go back to our rock and make sure we have this rock face all the way across. Nice and rocky. All right, so we've got a coaster in the side of the mountain here. Now we need to figure out what we're gonna do for like the decorations and stuff. Oh, we're cooking now. We've got some waterfalls. We've got some coral bathrooms and stuff. I really want to focus on the coral here. I'm trying to get a bunch of, you know, good little reef decorations and stuff. I just love the vibe of this thing. You know, it's the reef break, so let's have coral and stuff everywhere. I wish we could paint the mountain a giant coral. That wouldn't really make sense, but yeah, this is going to be cool. We also, if we go into scenery, I think we have a bunch of coral pieces. Yes, we've got like all of this that we can use and we could place everywhere, and we could potentially, you know, make bigger. So this is going to be cool. We've got a lot of options here. I mean, look at these, just like true natural coral that we can have everywhere. This is pretty sick. Could place this down behind it and kind of angle it a little bit so it looks like it matches a bit more. Little centerpieces like that. It's an anemone. This is kind of a fun piece to have right here in the middle. We also, I mean, you know, people much more talented than me. We've got, whoa, this is sick. Okay, where can we put this? Maybe in the middle, kind of like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Ooh, that's a little close to the coaster, so we'll move it over a little bit. Something like that looks pretty cool. And then you're kind of, shoot. It's got such a long pole that it's on. It's kind of hard to perfect this. I want it close enough that you see. Maybe we don't have it on the pole. Maybe we just have it down here like this. That's pretty sick. How's that look? There you go. All right, that's better. So we've got kind of a centerpiece there. Another coral monument we could have. Dude, I wish we just had more coral. Oh, we didn't fix that over there. I like it here. We're gonna have to make it a little bit smaller. Not that small though. We'll go like maybe 80%. Yeah, that's sick right there. Beautiful. All right, we got a tunnel through here. Almost killed our guests. I said it before, but I love how we're using the actual mountain here. We need to do more of this with rides. So that goes through. Was there any other? Oh, this part, duh. Just gonna tunnel all the way through this guy. Don't want it to be too dark. I don't know what we're gonna do for light inside here. I mean, we could have little natural peek holes. Kind of how that, oh, that's kind of fun. I like that. Getting a little excited, but yeah, just like little peek holes here. And we could honestly even get some coral and stuff in between them. Stuff like this, like we could have, let's make this a little bit bigger. Put that there. We could have kind of a fun thing coming up out of it. Maybe this one has one of these guys. Make this a lot bigger. Let's just go full size. Boom, there you go. That one has one of those guys. So that's kind of fun. You get a little bit of natural reef life as you're going through. I feel like let's take this. I don't know how do you get the purple rocks? The purple rocks are the play here. That we might be spending forever on this. But I say we take this and let's... I'm going to tilt it a little bit. We're going to do different sizes and angles and stuff, and we are just going to go ham all over this. I want it to be like this thing is just one giant piece of coral. Yeah, this is going to be cool. We're going to make like a... it wouldn't make sense for the whole mountain to have coral, but I feel like, you know, kind of a coral growth coming out of the side of the mountain. Kind of a cool thing. Let's get rid of all these little ones here. Don't want the coaster to be going through that. Don't want to damage the reef. I could have sworn... Let's check our scenery brush. I've definitely seen these purple rocks in the menus before. It's not there. It might just be in the straight up scenery if we just search rock. Yeah, these right here. It's aquatic rocks. Okay. So if we grab one of these and we put it at 500%, it's still pretty small. I think if we just keep replicating this, I mean, it looks nice. If we turn it and stuff, it's going to look like it's different. I mean, it's a lot of colors happening all in the one spot, but I don't know. I love coral reef, so I feel like this is beautiful. We could do some of the smaller ones here. We've got like barnacles on the side, which are kind of nice, so we can just put these up and move them around. This is something we'll perfect as time goes on. I might work a little bit off screen. I don't want to get too bogged down here, but yeah, this is good. We've got a waterfall too, baby. Here we go. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Drop this down a little bit, bring it out, maybe a little smaller. Yeah, this is perfect. Put this guy in, and then if we hit play here, we've got kind of a water curtain that you go through. This is it's a water ride after all. You're meant to get wet. Heck, we may as well do it on the other side. It's got a couple of different water curtains that you go through. You are guaranteed to get absolutely soaked here. I've got this thing that I found. This is kind of nice. It's like a coral landscape. Fits pretty nicely along this main straight here, so we can throw that down. We're obviously going to bring other coral in to make it merge a little bit better. We're going to have to move these trees out of the track's way, but this just kind of adds a little more versatility, a little bit more color and texture to the ride. So our path would just kind of run along this, continue off to the right over here. That's going to take you to more coasters and stuff. Let's get our entrance path set up. So here's going to be our queue line, get our exit path as well, and then we're going to be able to put some more landscapes and stuff. I feel like I kind of want the, let's go with the wooden path here on the exit. It's a coaster. You're going to have shoes on, so that makes a bit more sense. Let's grab something to put to the right here. Maybe this little monument. It's going to take up a lot of space. That looks nice. Definitely going to want to add some water here, so I'm going to try making kind of a little lake thing. Don't want it to be too deep. We're going to have a sandy bottom, so it's nice and bright blue. Kind of matches all the colors we've got going on. See what this looks like. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty nice there. I am going to try to flatten it out a little bit just to make it a little more basic. Yeah, something like that's going to look nice. And you know what? We could put a waterfall in it too. Make sure we have a sandy bottom. Let's go with some clear water, some nice turquoise Caribbean blue water right there. Love that. And then I say we put a little waterfall into it, and that'd look good next to the queue line. Maybe something like this. Drop it down a little bit. Just gotta love some moving water, baby. There's nothing better than some moving water. That looks really good. Let's see. Perfect. Got something to look at, something to listen to as you're waiting in line. Some empty space over here, so we're just going to duplicate that coral landscape. We can delete a couple of the things that are coming out into the walkway here, but that way we have like one solid thing of coral. This is looking good, dude. I like this a lot. We could probably use something in this little spot. Do we have like a... Perfect, right here. Turn this a bit, drop it down. I've got a really cool bathroom set up. We haven't had any bathrooms in this area in a while, so we're going to flatten all of this out to make sure she works with us. Let's make sure this is fully flat. Delete some of these plants here. Saw a comment a couple episodes ago that this park is responsible for half the world's oxygen production. We have a lot of plants, but I like it, man. Gotta get the space for the bathrooms first. Let's just square this off. We're gonna... Here we go. Put it right up there. There we go. We just have a flat line here with our current thing. Bring it across like this. Beautiful. Bit of a thing there. There we go. Okay, that's perfect. All right, let's make sure we got a sandy bottom here. Shoot, don't want to get the rocks. Make sure we get our big, strong cliff face here, and then we're gonna have some more coral coming out, I think. Make it seem like this is all one piece. Don't want all the little pieces. We need to make this a little bit smaller. I don't want all the little pieces peeking up. Wait till you guys see these bathrooms. They're sick. So we can set these up and just kind of set them back into the coral so it looks like it's all one big piece. Set it just like that. Beautiful. And I think people should be able to walk to those, but we could probably just do some paths just in case. I like having a free-flowing park where you can walk wherever, but let's make some paths just in case, make it a little bit more purposeful. Now we do have a Chief Reef, which is a coral-themed Chief Beef. I'm going to try to get this down. Everyone needs a spot to get a nice burger, especially after swimming. This thing is sick, dude. Are you kidding me? But you know what? I feel like we're not going to be able to fit it back there. What if we... Oh, people could be eating and they can watch the coaster go by, and this is perfect. It tucks in this little corner. Beautiful. We're gonna have to delete this path. We're gonna make this go a slightly different direction. So we have this curve back to the horizontal planks. We're gonna have this curve to the right a little bit, and then we can curve back to the left. There we go. So that's gonna take you to the other coasters, and then we're gonna be able to get this guy here. And we've got a purple path entrance that we can have loop around just like this. Dude, are you kidding me? So we've got a Chief Reef restaurant here, and if you're out here eating, you can watch the coaster go by right as it hits the splash part of the coaster. That's amazing. Okay, this is really sick. Got an actual moving eel, and these guys are sleeping. Dude, this game is amazing. All right, I got one more thing up my sleeve here. We are going to flatten everything else out. Like I said, man, I love some verticality, but the game, the pathways, they like it to be perfectly flat. So I'm just going to get out ahead of the problem here. We're going to flatten all of this out. Going to be working a lot of this in the future episodes, so we might as well get ahead. And we got to go in. We got to get our biggest sand brush pot. I don't even want to know the amount, if this was real life, how much money we would have spent on sand. It's ridiculous. I deleted some of the path because we are going to be putting this bad boy down. This is a pre-made, prefab reef slide complex. We're going to try to get this even here. I feel like that's a decent spot right there. Look at this bad boy. We're going to customize this. We're going to change all of the stone into the wood that we normally use. Let's get our path. We could probably just stamp this out, to be honest. Let's make this like one big landing. We're just gonna come straight across. Yeah, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be kind of like a communal area-ish. I like it. Have this go all the way up under the reef, so it's just one big area that you can walk through. Beautiful. We've got that there. Now, of course, we're gonna have to combine this with our other paths. So let's do this. I mean, I don't think there's anything else we're going to be able to do here. It's on different terrains. Like I said, you need to have it. We go smaller. No. You need to have it flat before you do anything. It's not bad. So if we do this, move this guy over here, turn the bench here, we've got kind of a little nook. It almost seems like that was intentional. All right, so now we've got kind of a hangout spot here. We could put a food truck. I'm going to put a gulpy soda over here in the corner. That looks pretty good. Probably get some actual food as well. Pip shot, so delightful. Just a memento. Pizza pin, not really. What about a hot dog truck? Put this guy over here. So just a couple of little vendors. We don't want people to go too hungry. Let's make sure both of these guys are open. Gonna add a little bit more in terms of scenery here. Don't go that big, but yeah, we can kind of build the reef back into the mountain, into the volcano. That looks pretty good. Obviously, we're gonna have to delete all these trees that are poking up through. Dude, this looks sick. Got like pipes pouring water down a waterfall, balloons, and all kinds of stuff. This is a really well-themed area. Let's check this thing out. Just an open body slide here. Ooh. Oh, we're getting some speed here. Not too bad, just sliding through the rocks. All right, so we're going to open that up. Let's go ahead and make that $0. Just reminded me, we need to make sure we do the other side, $0 as well. Probably going to have to test out this second slide here. It looks like it's the same thing, just in reverse. The clear slides going through there, that's pretty sick. That's a pretty good slide. It's not intense, but it's just good. And of course, we're going to need some spots to sit and eat at our food truck. So we're going to take the ones from our bar over there, and we could just set up a few tables in this area. We got plenty of space to be able to work with. We'll do like maybe 2 or 3 tables per truck. Just give you a space to chill out and enjoy some food. Dude, this looks sick. Well, I have officially got off the deep end here. I want to make sure that we have everything covered in this ride. So we're going through, I'm taking, I want bigger ones because they take up a bit more space, but I'm taking all of these little pieces here and we're just trying to randomly throw them in. Basically, it would be my goal to have this whole thing be one giant piece of coral. I don't want to be able to see, at least from the outside. Inside isn't going to matter as much. It'd be maybe cool for theming, but the outside, I want this to look like a giant piece and kind of all meshed together here. Oh shoot, we also, before we forget, we need this thing to work. Let's just delete this and this. Forgot we had deleted that part so that we could build the whatever it's called. So we're gonna have this kind of come around this way, I guess. We built our water slide thing so we could have it all in one area, so we didn't have this done here. So let's I think this is just it's the plain path on purple. Beautiful. So we can just have this come down like that. And it has the blue fencing on it. That is something we could start doing more custom. So if we go customize brush, let's go with the blue fencing. Oh, add rails. There we go. And that's how we can have some rails all the way up when we have guests going up into higher areas. That, you know, OSHA is not going to like us. We have a lot of wide open things where guests could literally just fall off. Like say right here. That's not a good look, Trev. So we go back and we can fix that. We don't want that thing though. We want this one so that it matches the Viking. Oh, no, we want this, but with that railing. Beautiful. So we can have that go all the way down so our guests aren't dying by falling into the water. I don't want to get those there. Shoot, it's changing all of it. There we go. Okay, beautiful. Same thing goes here. I feel like this is a lawsuit waiting to happen if somebody happened to get caught here. I mean, we really, if guests aren't going to be going out into the rocks and stuff, we might as well have railings all the way down. Nice. So we got a railing going up the walkway there. Is there anything else? I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff over here. We could probably use railings. Really, we could probably use it everywhere. But I'm going to leave it open for now because, again, we're going to have so many things that change over time, and we're going to keep linking things together. So at least the big stuff that we know they're going up into it like this, we should definitely have something. Let's grab another one of these to add a little bit more chaos to the action. That's what I'm talking about, dude. This is a really cool area. I love how this turned out. Oh, back to the rocks, dude. I don't know why I am such a perfectionist, but it needs to be done, especially all the way to the bottom. My goodness. Could even reuse the same rocks by switching them like this so that they are at a slightly different angle. Just placing random ones all over the place, hoping for the best here. That is a cool piece right there. I like that. Is that going to give us enough space to go through? I think it does. Here we go. This is a big enough one that it actually does a little bit of damage. Get that guy there. It even matches up with the barnacles that are happening. Put in there so it looks like that blue is coming out of it. Let's just take him again. Nobody's gonna know that we just reused the same piece over and over because it was way more convenient. This is a thick boy. That's what I'm talking about. That is a lifesaver right there, except for when it cuts into your track. Need to make sure he's not that big, but that looks a little bit better. These tall ones are nice because they take up a lot of space too. All right, now we can get another little one. No, not right there. I don't want it right there. Tucked back in there. Beautiful. See how we've got some walls happening now? So I'm pretty much just trying to build as many walls as possible. Where have you been my entire life? Ooh, see, I kind of like, I don't know. I kind of like having the coral on the inside too. Oh, this could take ages. But yeah, it's coming together now. This is looking a lot better. Just gonna be dreaming about purple rocks tonight. That's all I can see. That's all I can feel. That's all I can hear. Just purple rocks everywhere. So to make sure nothing messed with our tunnel here. Looks like we're good to go. Okay, we have a solid coral reef built from the ground up, baby. My goodness, that is beautiful. Okay, this thing is open and we are gonna take her for a ride. Look at this. It might be too much if it was all purple in here. I like that you have kind of the natural rock and the reef. We're coming around here. My goodness, dude, this is insane. You could see the giant eel. So our Chief Reef is a part of the attraction just as much as the attraction is a part of Chief Reef. Let's maybe move back in the seats if we can. Oh, we've even got bubbles and stuff coming out. Dude, this looks so insane. We got some floating pieces over there. We'll have to fix that. But what? Oh. Well, I see a problem with this one. We're gonna have to fix that. Oh my goodness, dude, look at this. You got some little reef pieces on the walls too. That's kind of fun. You come up and out of the reef. Eventually we might add more reef pieces. We'll see. I don't want to... Sometimes the game doesn't like it when you get too many little pieces all in one spot. So I'm a little nervous about it. We had a crash in the last episode with that. But here we go up top. You can kind of see the park. Not really because we've got that thing there. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Big drop. Come up and around through the thing, back down. Oh, I just love seeing all the other parts of the park. I can't get enough of this game. I'm serious. I'm having so much freaking fun with this, dude. This is amazing. This is really, really good. Like, it brings a tear to my eye to see the progression happen. And we're obviously, I mean, we're improving a lot with like the second water curtain here. And you get blasted with the spray at the same time. Come around. You're gonna go buy our Chief Beef, another splash, and that is the end of the ride. I really like that thing. That's pretty sick there. But yeah, like obviously, as I was saying before, one of the things said, oh, Trev's Park is responsible for half the oxygen production on the Earth. To be honest, that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Like I realize just a bunch of plants and woods is not always the best theme, but like I like that. I kind of wanted to go for a little bit more tropical, jungly, more natural vibe. But then we have over here, like this is obviously a bit more man-made. So we're starting to get into some more themes. I really want to lean into the Viking theme. We're going to be adding some Viking coasters and stuff over here eventually, so we'll get more of that going over there, and then maybe we'll think about another kind of theme happening over here. I don't ever want to get too far away from all the plants and stuff, plants and water, because it's just beautiful. But it is nice to have these specific themed areas here. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. We're going to keep on building, keep on grinding, baby. This is insane. This is looking really, really good. We've got a Reefer Mania area of the park here, which is kind of fun. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all later. Peace out. Wait, little bonus at the end here. I didn't realize we have way more slides happening here. There are more slides. Oh, bro, what? This thing has a bunch of slides. There's one there. There's one here. Let's test this one as well. You're going down into the actual reef itself. So we've got two on that side. We need to make sure we're deleting the trees here. It's not really letting us grab them. Are you gonna let me get these palm trees? Nope, I don't want to delete that whole thing. I want to delete the stupid palm tree, dude. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna have to crawl around down in the crawl space down here and take care of these palm trees. Delete the bushes. I don't want to delete. I mean, technically, I don't. The lights in here are what make it special, though. There it is. Got it. All right, one palm tree down. We've got some more bushes here, even though the bushes underneath are kind of sick. It's the palm trees sticking out into the slide that are giving me an issue. I mean, I guess that palm tree leaf isn't bad right there. But yeah, there's multiple... Bro, why will it not let us select the palm trees? These stupid palm trees out of the way. There we go. Get these bushes. Nope, not that. Get these bushes out of here. Even though I think some of these came with it, because I think it gives you something to look at while you're in here. This is crazy. We've got the two body slides up here. Okay, so it's 4 slides total. That makes sense. So we've got these are trapdoor slides. I didn't know they made that in this game. So you come out here, you're looking out, and then you just drop down. That is sick. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I didn't realize there were 2 more slides on this. So that's pretty good. Great slide complex. I'll see you guys in the next one. We're going to keep grinding. Peace out.